Hello, beautiful shining souls. My name is Jostine, Intuitive Life Guide from the Philippines. Welcome back to my channel. Today's life tip is be brutally honest with yourself. Let me repeat that. Be brutally honest with yourself. So if you know me, you know that this is a little bit of a paradox in a way, because on one hand, really believing, right, that is my truth, that I'm living in this reality where everything is working out for me, things are unfolding for my highest good and benefit, and that life is expressing itself through me, right? Like everything is unfolding in God's perfect divine timing and going according to plan, right? And that is beautiful, right? That is beautiful. However, there's also a check and balance in a way wherein I also need to really be grounded in my reality, in this physical reality, right? Because this is a co-creation, right? A co-creation with the divine. It's a dance, right? It is a dance between trusting in the unfolding and also doing what we can to help the universe help us, help God help us, right? And so this is where being brutally honest with ourselves comes in, right? We need to check in with ourselves. Excuse my French. Where am I bullshitting myself? Right? Right? Like, where am I lying to myself? Or how am I lying to myself? How am I bullshitting myself? Where am I not being honest with myself? Especially when things are not working out, right? Of course, there's that trust in divine timing, in the unfolding, but we also need to check in with ourselves and see, like, okay, am I doing everything that I can at this time? Am I giving it my all? Am I giving my very best? Because if not, then that is somewhere you can further explore and see, okay, well, in this area, I'm not really taking the action that I need, right? And knowing this, how then I want to move forward, right? And then that's where, okay, well, now I'm making a conscious choice, a conscious decision. Am I going to continue, doing what I've always done and hoping for a different result? Or am I going to tweak my actions a little and, do what I can, right? In order to shift my reality. Or maybe it's something beyond logical reason, and for some reason you're really feeling that, okay, well, I know that the practical thing to do here is take this action, but for the life of me, I can feel, I can sense that there is something that is not quite 100% landing, and there's still something that I have yet to discover, and it's not yet the right time. So I'll be patient and see what life will give to me, right? And I cannot answer that for you. Other people cannot really answer that for you. It's really about you connecting with your inner wisdom, your inner guidance, your intuition, right? Strengthening that connection with God, with the divine, right? So that you can really discern what is true for you. But part of that discerning process is really being brutally honest with yourself, with where you are now, with what is happening in your reality, and how you are consciously moving forward with your life. All right? And really entrusting your faith to God, to the divine. It's what? It's a trial and error in a way, right? Like, you have to be open as well in experimenting just to see, like, okay, what is a yes, what is a no, what is a yes and no for you, and what is, like, if I follow this, like, will it reveal something? Like, it's just taking action, getting feedback, taking action, getting feedback, right? It needs to be really a time to consistently check in and ask yourself what is really happening in the situation right now, right? Be brutally honest with yourself. And that's where reflection comes in, right? In the previous episodes, I have shared the importance of really taking a pause and checking in with yourself. And this is just wanna really stress the importance of this in this episode. I hope I was able to do that. But yeah, is there anything else that needs to be said about that? Okay, so it's not necessarily about what you're doing, but how you're doing things. Meaning that from where you're coming from, what space are you coming from? What is the intention behind the actions that you're taking, right? Because, sometimes we are doing things that may seem to be right for us, but are we coming from a space of fear, of lack? Because that will also influence the outcome in a way, right? And there's also okay, where in your life are you holding yourself back? Where in your life are you holding yourself back? Also checking in, because sometimes we're wanting something for ourselves, for our family, right? But deep down there may be something that is holding us back, right? Like subconsciously. There's a sometimes we're not really afraid of things failing. Sometimes we're afraid of things succeeding. I have to shift because my lamp died on me. Anyway, going back. So sometimes we're afraid of things succeeding or going the way that we have imagined, right? Of us getting whatever it is that we're dreaming of, because it means that somehow our lives will be changed, right? And maybe subconsciously we're thinking of, wait, am I ready to go through that change? And so that's another thing that we need to check. Is there anything that is holding you back, right? And again, like, come from a place of curiosity. Like, this is not to judge yourself, but really this is for you to discover and explore what is happening in your inner world, right? Because only then, when you shine a light on what is lurking in the shadows of your inner world, then there will be that awareness, right? And you can choose how you want to move forward, right? Instead of being influenced in a way wherein you're not sure what is happening. I mean, you're doing all the right things, but or you're seemingly doing all the right things, but nothing is still changing. So this is just an exploration of that. All right. Is there anything else? Yeah, I felt complete for now. So yeah, so that's it for today's life. Be brutally honest with yourself. Yeah, I feel like this is a little like just throwing things and seeing what lands. But I hope that this has been helpful, and I hope that this has served you in some way. Thank you so much. I'll see you again on the next episode. Peace, love, and light. The world is waiting for your magic.